loud. We ended low. An overture of love that couldn't grow. You played my heart like a violin, every note cut deeper in. We built a symphony of fire and trust, but the silence came and buried us. Your voice was thunder, you touched the strings. The world was shaking when we would sing, but echoes fade and echoes die, and we became our own goodbye. I thought the music couldn't fall, but even choirs go quiet after all. This is the overture for a withering love, a requiem written in shadows above. It started like fire, it ended like ash. Every crescendo broke under the crash. This is the overture, bitter and true. The final performance of me and you. Our harmony cracked, the tempo slow, the passion flow till the rhythm froze. You bowed out early, I begged for more, but you dropped the curtain, closed the door. Now I conduct these empty halls with broken chords and phantom calls. The strings still cry, the piano bleeds, but nothing grows from hollow seeds. We thought the song could never fade, but every man stepped is decay. This is the overture, withering love, the sound of angels falling from above. It started in gold, it ended in dust. Every crescendo betrayed our trust. This is the overture, haunting and true. The end of the music that once was you. But the notes won't bend, the song won't mend. But the silence screams louder than the end. This is the overture for a withering love, a requiem echo. Not enough, the stage is empty, the crowd is gone, but still I play this final song. This is the overture, tragic and true. But the curtain falls, I'm left without you. Every love is just a score, and ours won't play anymore. I folded the page but never wrote your name. The ink would have run with all the blame. I held the pen like I held my breath, afraid to speak of what we left. Each word a ghost that tapped my spine, too soft to scream, too sharp to sign. I meant to write you into light, but paper burns and so do nights. I kept them all in a box beneath the bed, unseen, unread, where nothing's ever said. The These are the letters I never sent, full of the things I still regret, folded like wings that never flew. Tear-stained truths I wrote for you. You'll never read them, but they meant everything I couldn't represent. You never knew what I really meant. In letters I never sent. The edges curl with memory's heat. I traced your name beneath my feet. Every sentence stitched in ache. Each pause a wound I couldn't fake. I almost mailed the one from spring, but healing hurts more than the sting. These are the letters I never sent. Confessions bent with good intent. Paper hearts I couldn't fold. Ink that dried before I told. You'll never know the nights I spent bleeding words in my defense. All the things I tried to invent. In letters I never sent. What if you'd read just one? Will we still be undone? Would silence still define the fault line between yours and mine? These are the letters I never sent, but maybe they were heaven sent. A love too raw, too sharp, too wide to fit inside a single line. You'll never read them, but they stay. A part of me I gave away, a whisper still forever spent. In letters I never sent. I still write sometimes. I just don't sign. We planted words like flowers in the dirt. Soft lies in spring, too sweet to hurt. You said forever like a vine would grow, but nothing bloomed, and now I know. I watered silence while you sold out. You watched the petals folding out. I thought we built something alive, but you were gone before the thrive. All that we touched felt just enough, but roots don't hold when it ain't love. In a garden we imagined, you left before the bloom. You painted futures, then vanished from the room. Now the walls are ivy, the soil's gone cold, and I talk to ghosts in the space we used to hold. In a garden we imagined, but never grew old. You traced my skin like map and shade, but all your sunlight slipped away. I was planning hope and shadows deep, while you were burying what we'd keep. And now the gates got rusted chains. The air still smells like distant rain. Every bloom I named for you now wilts beneath the morning blue. never took hold. Maybe it was never real. Maybe it was just the way I feel. You love the seed, not the soil. The pretty idea, not the toil. In a garden we imagined, I still walk through the weeds, searching for pieces of something we might need. And I press my palm to the glass of that past, but it fogs and fades like all things that can't last. We were beautiful in theory, but theory never feeds a garden we imagined, but never let breathe. We never spoke in open light. Our truth was built for only night. Your hand in mine, a fleeting spark, a stolen kiss inside the dark. We didn't dare to let them know we only bloom where sun won't go. A fragile vow, a whispered hush, a love that lived where shadows brushed. You never claimed me in the day, but still I stayed. Where our shadows touch, that's where I believed in us. In the quiet corners, in the hush, where no one could call it love. It was fragile, it was enough. Where our shadows touch, where our shadows touch. We traced our names in hidden rooms. In candlelight we sealed our wounds. You swore the dark could make us free, but they would steal the best of me. And I kept waiting for your eyes to face the world, not hide the lies. But I was only ever yours when night would draw its heavy doors. I knew you'd never let me stay, but still I pray. Where our shadows touch, that's where I believed in us. In the secret silence, in the hush, where we bled but called it trust. It was fleeting, it was enough. Where our shadows touch. Was I ever more than a secret line, a marginal you left behind, or just a silhouette you traced, a shadow you could not replace? Where our shadows touch, that's the only place we loved. In the dark I thought it was enough, but morning proved it never was. Now I'm fading, losing us. Where our shadows touch, and turn to dust. like every word was wine, like metaphors laced through the line. We were soft-spoken sonnets under breath. Now we're silence dressed as death. Your hands used to run with mine, now they just reach but never find. You said I was your favorite verse, now our stanzas running in reverse. You wrote me into all your dreams. Now I'm just white space in between. We were poems once, now we're edits crossed in red. Margins filled with things we never said. You read me slow like I was gold. Now I'm pages you don't hold. We were fire behind the lines, now we're cold between the rhymes. We were poems once, now we're silence dressed in prose. You traced me like a sacred script, now my spine's cracked, my meaning slip. I used to bloom in every phrase, now you just turn and look away. You marked me up with hungry hands, then left me where the ink can't stand. I whisper love in clever codes, you left with stories half erased. You said I read like something rare. Now I'm torn and you're not there. We were poems once, now we're lines that fall apart. Footnotes bleeding from the heart. You held my verse like ancient lore. Now I'm books you don't adore. We were truth unbound intense, now we're syntax without sense. We were poems once, now we're endings without quotes. You loved me best in metaphor, but couldn't stand me literal. You folded me in rhyme and form, then left me residual. We were poems once, now I'm echoes of the page, trapped beneath the final stage. You said I lived inside your pen, but you won't read me again. We were poems once, but poems fade like us, my friend. Like us, the end. The curtain's drawn, the air is cold. The silence here is growing bold. Your shadow hangs where you once stood. The room still knows you more than it should. I lit a candle, but it barely stayed. The flame bent low, then slipped away. Even the fire can pretend when all the warmth has met its end. I talk to walls and never reply. This house remembers every lie. In a room with no more light, I keep the ghosts cuts me deep. Every corner holds your sleep. In the room with no more light, I haunt myself, I haunt my life. Shadows stretch and shadows bite. In the room with no more light. Your glass is still upon the shelf. I drink from it, but it's just myself. The chair you used, it sits alone, but I still feel the way you own. I tried to open every shade, but even sunlight looks afraid. The windows sigh, the floorboards ache. This love was more than they could take. I breathe, but breathing's not enough. The air is thick with what we were. In the room with no more light, I keep the shadows of our fights. Every silence, every plea, every scar you left in me. In the room with no more light, I beg the dark to hold me tight, but even I won't make it right. In the room with no more light. Maybe walls can feel the weight, maybe doors can mourn their fate, maybe rooms remember more than the love they sheltered for. In the room with no more light, I live between the wrong and right. Every echo holds your name, but nothing here will sound the same. In the room with no more light, I fade with you out of sight. You hang on the wall in sepia tones, a smile half hidden, a face I've known. The edges curl like time's embrace, but I still reach for your frozen face. Your eyes don't move, but they still see the way the past keeps haunting me. I frame the hurt, I frame the grace, and live inside this captured place. Every shade has lost its fire, but the outline burns with quiet desire. You're a portrait in sepia, faded, but I keep you near. Colors drained, but still sincere. Every line is crystal clear. You're a portrait in sepia, a ghost I can't outgrow, frozen in a world I know but can't return to anymore. I touch the glass, it feels so cold, but underneath our stories told. We were golden, once alive, complete. Now it's shadow pressed on repeat. I keep you framed so I don't forget, but memory paints myself in what has been. If I tear the frame apart, would your ghost still haunt my heart? Or is it safer left this way, forever faded, never free? You're a portrait in Sepia, a love that doesn't fade. Time erodes, but you have stayed locked inside the shade we made. You're a portrait in sepia, a stillness soft and rare. I live forever in that stare, though you're not really there. Leaves are falling slow, the sky is burned in gold. I walk the paths we traced, but now they just feel cold. Every branch remembers, every shadow bends. The beauty stays a moment, but it always ends. Your voice still lingers in the air, like smoke that fades but says you're there. Autumn's last echo calling me home, soft as the leaves, heavy as stone. Colors are dying but they still glow. I hear you in autumn's last echo. Echo. We lit the fire bright, it kept the frost away, but seasons never listen, and warmth can't make them stay. I held your hand in silence, like holding back the tide, but winter waits in corners where summer used to hide. Goodbye, where's your face? Like the wind that strips the place. Autumn's last echo calling me home, soft as the leaves, heavy as stone. Colors are dying but they still glow. I hear you in autumn's last echo. Voices in the wind, and the wind always leaves. Last night I saw you, but not awake. The kind of truth I can't mistake. Your voice was softer, your hands were kind. I told you secrets I'd never find. The dream was heavy, the room was clear. You leaned in close, but you're not here. escape at last, but daylight burned them all too fast. I only get to speak my truth when sleep forgets to hide the proof. I spoke to you in dreams when nothing's as it seems. I told you what I never say, but morning takes it all away. I spoke to you in dreams, a fragile, fleeting theme. I love you there, but when I wake, the silence steals it clean. Your shadow lingered when I turned, a fragile fire that still burned. I held your face, I heard your name, but sunrise left me with the shame. I touched the walls, but they dissolved all the things we left unsolved. My voice was strong, my heart was sure, but waking made it insecure. I only find the words at night. By morning they dissolve from sight. I spoke to you in dreams when nothing's as it seems. I told you what I couldn't show, but daylight said you'll never know. I spoke to you in dreams where silence never screams, but when I wake you disappear, and I'm left talking to the air. Maybe sleep's the only place where I can still recall your face. Maybe love is just a theme that only lives inside a dream. I spoke to you in dreams, it's weaker than it seems. A fragile script I can't sustain, it vanishes in light again. I spoke to you in dreams, but nothing there redeems. I love you where the shadows play, but dawn still takes it all away. You said don't wait, but you left the door half closed, like a maybe, like a baited ghost. I stood outside when the light went dim, street lights flicker like your grin. Umbrella tucked in my shaking hand, but I let the sky fall where I stand. Your name in puddles smeared and thin, still think you'll come back again. Shoes soaked, heart open, every hour just hoping. Still I wait in the rain, cold skin, warm pain. Replay your voice like I had a choice. Still I wait in the rain, even though you won't explain. I hold the space like it still has your name. Still I wait in the rain. The neighbors stare, but I don't move. The sidewalks grieve if it's the mood. I count the cars, pretend you're one, but they blur past me. Everyone, your coat still hangs behind my door. Your scent still clings to the hallway floor. I don't believe in signs no more, but I stay like before. Eyes red you still love me? Still I wait in the rain. Call it love, call it vain, call it broken, but I remain. Still I wait in the rain. Same place, same name, still holding space like you never changed. Still I wait. In the rain. Snow fell heavy on the night you left, covered up my name, erased my breath. Every street was white, but I was black with ache. Every step I took began to break. You left no note, no hand to trace, just a shadow fading into space. I called your name, but winter lied. The wind just echoed, then it died. I still wait where the frost won't thaw, but you don't see me anymore. That winter you forgot me. The world was quiet, the silence loud. I stood alone in empty crowds. That winter you forgot me. The snow was mercy, cold and blind. It buried me and left you behind. Your coat still hangs, but it holds no heat. The room still echo with your retreat. Every window fog with words unsaid. I traced, I miss you till it bled. Your absence settled in my skin like the frost that never lets me in. I beg for spring, but spring won't stay. I'm frozen where you walked away. The season kept me on my knees. Your shadow carved into the trees. That winter you forgot me. The ice grew deeper, the nights grew long. I wrote our love in frozen songs. That winter you forgot me. The cold was kinder than your eyes. At least the snow don't tell me lies. I tried to melt the memory, but it froze inside, consuming me. Love can't live where sunlight dies. It turned to stone beneath your eyes. That winter you forgot me. Still echoes sharp, still cuts me raw. A graveyard built from what I saw. That winter you forgot me, but I'm still standing barely free in the silence, frozen and leaves free. Saw my name on your bookshelf spine, faded letters that used to shine, still sitting there but out of reach, covered up in you. never threw me out, not quite. But you don't pull me out at night. I'm just a chapter you don't reread, a memory you let receive. I'm still here right where you left me. Fingerprints, no touch, just empty. I'm the dust on your bookshelf, kept but not held. You kept me close enough to never feel. I'm the words you won't repeat, the truth you can't delete. Still in your world but not part of yourself. Just dust on your bookshelf. Like a mirror, like I was never even there. But I remember every page, every look, every ache, every stage. You changed the room, repainted walls, but never noticed how I fall. I gather slow like quiet pain, a ghost that lingers in your brain. Still in the corner, still in your lore, but you don't see me anymore. I'm the dust on your bookshelf, familiar but shelf. You left me lined up next to someone else. I'm a voice you used to quote, now I'm just a silent note. Still present, still mine, but not felt. Just on your bookshelf. You keep me like a half-said thing, a weight that doesn't even sting. But if you ever blow me off, you'll taste the truth you once forgot. The dust on your bookshelf. I'm the dust, quiet as hell. You know I'm there, but never dwell. I'm the name you don't erase, but won't dare to face. Still your space, but nowhere else. Just dust on your bookshelf.